The Met Gala might be fashion's most glamorous night, but don't get it twisted. It's not a celebration, it's a power play. And at the center of it all is Anna Wintour, the icy gatekeeper of Vogue. The woman who decides, without blinking, who's in and who's out. You don't buy a ticket to the Met Gala, you're summoned. Or worse, ignored. So what actually happens when a celebrity falls out of favor with Anna? Let's just say she doesn't do second chances. From shocking feuds to silent blacklists, here's what really goes down when Anna Wintour shuts the door and bolts it from the inside. Billy Porter used to own the Met Gala. Remember 2019? He arrived like a deity, literally carried in by 6 shirtless men dripping in gold, dressed as an Egyptian sun god. Cameras went wild. Social media lost its mind. He wasn't just attending the Met Gala, he was defining it. So when Billy skipped the next few galas, people noticed. He claimed he needed self-care, saying he was too busy and needed to prioritize his mental health. Fair enough, right? But fashion insiders whispered a different story. Apparently, Anna doesn't like being turned down. And worse, she doesn't forget it. Then came the real blow. In a scorching interview, Billy didn't just critique Vogue, he torched them. He accused the magazine of co-opting queer and black fashion culture, only to elevate straight white men like Harry Styles. He didn't hold back. "That betch asked me, how can we do better?" he said, referring to Wintour directly. From that moment, Billy Porter's relationship with Vogue, dead on arrival. Invitations disappeared. So did the front row seats. The fashion elite stepped back. Quietly. Strategically. Brutally. Billy Porter wasn't just uninvited. He was erased. Now Naomi Campbell? She is fashion. Full stop. 17 Met Galas. Dozens of Vogue covers. She and Anna Wintour made history together when Naomi became the first black model to grace the cover of American Vogue's September issue back in 1989. They weren't just colleagues, they were friends. But that bond unraveled fast. It all went south in 2024 at the Harlem's Fashion Row event. Anna was supposed to present Naomi with a prestigious Fashion Icon award. But Naomi? She showed up late. Anna? Not amused. Instead of handling it behind closed doors, Wintour threw shade on stage. She smirked. "A very punctual person, and I have the honor of presenting tonight to someone who is often late." And then she left. Naomi arrived moments later and clapped back. "It wasn't my choice to have the other lady. I'd much rather have the person I chose." The fashion world gasped. This wasn't a miscommunication. This was a duel. Not long after, Naomi posted a cryptic video from the Met Gala saying, "This is my last Met. It is. My last Met. I can't." She blamed anxiety, stress, and burnout. But let's be real. Nobody retires from the Met Gala without a reason. And sometimes, that reason wears sunglasses indoors. Drake. One of the most powerful names in music. Billboard domination, stadium tours, icon status. But Met Gala attendee? Never. Not once. He's never shown up. Even though sources confirm he was invited multiple times. So what's the deal? Apparently, Drake hates everything the Met Gala stands for. He's called it fake, overhyped, pretentious. And on his It's All a Blur tour, he took it even further. During a concert, Drake projected a hologram of Anna Wintour, animated to look demonic. She was laughing, menacingly, as if mocking the entire room. Subtle? No. Savage? Absolutely. Needless to say, Drake's name isn't crossing Anna's guest list ever again. Burned bridges don't get rebuilt at Vogue, they get buried. Tim Gunn is the picture of elegance. Classy, calm, and famously polite. But even he found himself at odds with fashion's most powerful woman, all because of one little story. He was once asked in an interview, "What's the most unforgettable thing you've ever seen in fashion?" His answer? Watching Anna Wintour being carried down 5 flights of stairs by 2 hulking bodyguards. Funny? Sure. Embarrassing? Maybe. But when Vogue got wind of it, they demanded he retract the story. Publicly, officially. Tim refused, point blank. He wasn't about to lie to protect someone's ego. Since then, he's been persona non grata. No more invites, no more backstage passes, no more Met Gala. One honest anecdote and a full-on fashion war. Then there's Jameela Jamil. She's never attended the Met Gala, and she's made it very clear that she never will. In 2023, when the gala announced that year's theme would honor Karl Lagerfeld, Jameela hit Instagram like a wrecking ball. She blasted the decision, calling out Lagerfeld's long history of fat phobia, misogyny, and cruelty. She said, "A lot of famous feminists chose to celebrate a man who was so publicly cruel to women, fat people, immigrants, and survivors. And she knew exactly what that would cost her. This post won't make me popular," she wrote, "but silence would feel like betrayal." Anna Wintour? She didn't respond. Not a word. But you can bet she noticed. In fashion, loyalty is currency. And Jameela burned the whole bank down. And then, of course, we have Kim Kardashian. Hard to believe now, but once upon a time, Anna Wintour didn't want her anywhere near the Met Gala. Back in the early 2010s, Kim was blacklisted. Too reality TV, too C-list, just not fashion enough. But Kanye West wasn't having it. He pushed. Hard. In 2013, Kim showed up on his arm, very pregnant, in a floral Givenchy gown that the internet ruthlessly mocked. People called it couch fabric. Memes exploded. But Kim? She wasn't going anywhere. Over the years, she transformed herself, changed her style, hired the best stylists in the world, practically reinvented her public image. For one audience, Anna Wintour. And it worked. By 2019, Kim was wearing a skin-tight Thierry Mugler dress that looked like it was dripping wet. She was cinched into a corset so tight she couldn't sit down. Last year, she wore a Maison Margiela look so constricting, she admitted she could barely breathe. "I feel like I'm going to die," she said on camera. "I've never felt this way before. So why do it?" Her answer? "If you look good, it is all worth it." But the real question is, what kind of power does Wintour hold that women are willing to suffer just to stand on those steps? Now, Naomi Campbell has certainly made her views on Anna Wintour crystal clear. Will there be other stars who decide to skip the Met Gala altogether? It seems that there is no shortage of those who don't like her domineering, dictatorial iron grip hold on the event. In the world of high fashion, image is everything. But behind the gowns, the jewels, and the viral red carpet moments lies something far more cutthroat: control. Anna Wintour doesn't need to yell. She doesn't need to argue. She just has to not invite you. And that silence? It's louder than any headline. So the next time you wonder why someone didn't show up at the Met Gala, just remember, the most powerful woman in fashion doesn't forget. And she definitely doesn't forgive. As we know, Anna Wintour has stepped down as the editor-in-chief of American Vogue after 37 years, but she has not retired from Condé Nast. She remains in powerful roles within the company and will continue to be a significant figure in the fashion world. As she moves from her position, one wonders who the successor will be, and will they adopt her iron-fisted approach to the Met Gala? Of this we know, whoever is chosen will most likely have to adopt at least some of her editorial and management style, as she will be continuing to cast her influence on Vogue and the yearly Met Fashion Extravaganza. Specifically, Wintour's plans include continuing as Chief Content Officer for Condé Nast. This role gives her global oversight of content across all Condé Nast publications, including titles like Vogue, Vanity Fair, GQ, Wired, and many others, with the exception of The New Yorker. She will be remaining global editorial director for Vogue. This means she will oversee the editorial direction of all international editions of the magazine. Hiring and mentoring the next generation. Wintour has emphasized that a key part of her new focus is on helping the next generation of editors develop and implement their ideas. She will be hiring a new head of editorial content for US Vogue, who will report directly to her and lead the magazine's daily operations across platforms. Continuing to oversee key events. Wintour remains closely involved in the fashion industry and will continue to pay close attention to events like the Met Gala, which she has chaired since 1995, and charting the course of future Vogue worlds. In essence, Anna Wintour is not disappearing from the fashion and publishing landscape. Rather, she is shifting her focus within Condé Nast towards a more global and leadership-oriented role, while still maintaining significant influence and actively participating in major initiatives like the Met Gala. While the new head of editorial content has not been announced, several names have been mentioned as potential successors, including Chioma Nnadi, currently the head of editorial content at British Vogue, and Chloe Mal, the current editor of Vogue.com and daughter of actress Candice Bergen. Apparently, she is now looking like the most likely candidate to replace Anna. Then Eva Chen, the head of fashion partnerships at Instagram. Amy Astley, editor-in-chief of Architectural Digest. Bea Schaffer, Wintour's daughter, a television producer. Wintour will still be involved in the selection process and will continue to oversee Vogue globally.
If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. We hope to see you again soon.